Hello and welcome to the EVA 2 release announcement. It's a joint announcement for EVA 2.0 and 2.1.0 because they happen so quickly one after another that um, we decided to kind of hide 2.0 from people a little bit because there's a lot of improvements in 2.1.0. So when it comes to what happened with EVA 2.0 is that they look like this, and we have the support for the same drives that we had. Um, the biggest change that provoked the major version to be bumped, which is the number 2, is that the belt paths changed. And those changed because of the new belt locking mechanism. So you don't need zip ties anymore. The belts are strongly grabbed with those grab parts over here, which shifted the belt closer. If I get it right, I don't recall. It shifted them closer to the 2020, to the rail itself, uh, which produced a change in the belt orientation. So, for example, on VCore Pro, you need easy mod 1.20 to be compatible with EVA 2. With EVA 2. Improved contribution system, that's a long story, but you'll see that the repository lives somewhere else. There's a EVA organization on the on GitHub, and it consists a lot of smaller repositories which are joined in the EVA main repository. Users that don't contribute don't need to worry about that thing. Shrouds are meant to have no uh, no feature, not be structural in any way. That are just there for aesthetics. So they are fully optional if you like that kind of look. Um, I think it makes the printer look more complete. The X and stop mounting mechanism, before we had those two little holes over there. That was flimsy. I never liked that design. And now you have this adjustable plug over here, which by default you have this blank one uh, for sensorless homing adjustment, but it is supposed to be a standard way to for people to have exchange only this one part, this plug, to be able to use a different end stop. The default for those little angled end stop that I use is also provided in the by default. Cable paths, those little zip tie cutouts over here are added, so now you can secure your wires going from the Hotend up or to the back, whatever works for you. Horns duct got a little upgrade. It's now higher above the nozzle because plenty of people had issues with the clearance, and the tip of the ducts were scraping on the bed, or were in general too close to the bed. New probe mounts. So we had those flimsy ones before. Now we have this chunky boy over here, and BL Touch is offset differently as well. It's a little bit stronger as well. We dropped the support for different backs. We only have the 90-degree back, which, if plenty of you may saw the test results, were it's practically the same thing. The same, we got the same performance out of the 60-degree back and the 90-degree back, but the 90-degree back takes the least amount of space, so that's the default and the only option available, really. New documentation. So this documentation, I will not bore you to death with that one. And then when it comes to EVA 2.1.0, which is still easy mode 1.20, we have this, what I think is a major improvement. Well, Dragon Hotend, yeah, that's one thing that you can use Dragon with EVA right now, which is cool because you bolt the thing with 4 screws from the top, and then hot swapping nozzles with just one tool is possible with this thing. Oh, and thanks by the way, because I got mine from you people. Um, and then quick swap is the thing I'm most excited about. And this is guys on Discord pushed me to achieve this, to go this route even. So now you have only one faceplate or front part for Dragon, V6, and Mosquito. So you have only this one part, which is mounted kind of permanently, right? Unless you're changing to Aero or Hemera, that's quite obvious that it wouldn't work. But for the free, you have only this part, and this is and you change the hot end without changing this green part. So the belts are fixed. You don't need to fiddle with the belts when you're changing hot ends. You just change the black part that goes onto this face over here and this face over here, because we have a 3 point hot end support piece right now, and this is the picture is in the wrong place, but whatever. And I'll fix it in a moment. So you have this part in the back over here. So now the hot end is grabbed, the whole face piece is grabbed not only by 2 screws at the top, but also by this screw in the bottom. So the nozzle in Y movements or X movements even will not have as much wiggle room to bounce around when you're printing fast. So this was quite an improvement. It's the whole thing is very stiff now. It also provides an insulation, especially for V6 and Dragon. It works best that the air from the hot end, the 40 millimeter fan on the front, that air is going not onto the bed, which is an improvement in its own. And that would probably be it. Yeah, I added information and a place to put the uh, pneumatic fittings, because since whatever the version with Mosquito is, Mosquito will not work with Bowden because you don't have a place to screw in that fitting, so the Bowden would just fall off. On V6 you have that fitting on the V6, but for Mosquito it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for Dragon as well. So now there is a place, and it's described in the documentation, where to screw it in and how and what kind of fitting you need. So that's fixed now. So Bowden should be fine. That I believe much people are using Bowden. And that would be it for this release. I got a lot of help from Mikel Schmidt and Alessio Molteni. I hope I didn't butcher your names too much. There was a lot of help for other people, but those 2 guys spent a lot of time in the evenings with me on Discord to help me fix, to test, to review what I did. So huge thanks to those guys. I will link their Thingiverse pages down below, so please check out their work. And that should be it. Thank you very much. I hope you will enjoy EVA 2 as you enjoyed the previous version. If not, let us know in the issue section or in the Discord. I will now go and release the thing, as it's a pre-release right now, and at this point EVA 1 is considered deprecated, and I will mark all of the EVA pages, the one on Thingiverse and the one on GitHub that's in my user space. I will try to make sure to redirect people from there. That should be it. Thanks again. and I hope to see you around. Bye.